Howdy, and welcome to this totally brand new Minecraft server. I got some explaining to do. So long story short, this server started back in July or June, just summer 2025, months ago. And I didn't think to actually start a series on it until much later. Didn't think about it at all. So here we are. I didn't actually make that much progress, actually. That's my base over there. But it wasn't even built by me. It was built by the owner of the server for me. Because she didn't want to work on her base. But yeah, the interior is what I get to work on, so that's exciting. So today, as I said, my plan is to actually move my stuff into my base over there. But I also want to get myself some materials too for the interior. But I don't even have the slightest idea on what I want. I'm going in blind. Think I'll have my storage down here and my bedroom up here and like all my work stuff. I do have a balcony over here, so it would be ideal to have a bedroom. So that's gonna be my first order of business. I lied. It has two balconies, as you can see. Oopsies. Let's get all of my stuff over here. Now, I want my interior to like actually kind of do the exterior some justice. I want it to be a mix between, aesthetic and functional too, of course. Classic. So I'm very inconsistent, I guess, on where I want the bed to be placed up here. If it'll even be up here. I did move the enchantment table up here. And I might have some other stuff up here too. I don't know. But I suppose I want all of the main action to be down here in this area, the main floor. I already sort of got like a sort of workstation wall set up over here. I'm gonna move that stuff there. These are obviously temporary, but I think I'm gonna make a basement too, where I put my my stuff in, have a sorted storage room, and maybe that's where I'll move my super smelter, which is over there. If you can see it. I'm gonna move my super smelter down there too eventually, but one step at a time. That's my valuables chest right here. This is literally all my valuables except the 13 or so diamonds I got in my ender chest. As I'm also going to move my farms closer. Yeah, or maybe even move them underground too. I got a lot on my list. But for now, I'm pretty cozily moved in. Well, as cozy I can get when you just move places from point A to point B. I'm moving this again. Screw it. It's here now. So if I am going to have it up here, I want it to actually be up here. I mean, of course, I want it to be close, so I can easily just run up and get there. Who knows, I might have one down here, realistically, but then just for the sake of looks and stuff, I'll have one up here. Because this is kind of like the bedroom. If I have dogs, I'll put them up here too. What did I say? Can I craft paintings? Oh, I can. I have never crafted a painting before in Minecraft, I kid you not. What can I get up here? Let me weigh my options, please. Finger. Oh. This is one of the newer ones, ain't it? You know what, I'll just leave that there for now. I kind of like it. I feel like I'm erasing history, even though I don't think this is 2 months old. This box I just dug up. So, that's gone. I'll get my axe built hat. Guess I just... Now, I think I'm gonna round up a bunch of oak wood. Cause that's sort of this wood that's been used for the floor in here and like the interior and such. I'll be utilizing that. I got 46. I got some here. But I could generally use some more, so. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, there's a village. Wait, I've already... Oh no. Well, I'm gonna do a pointless water bucket clutch. Oh crap. Okay. I should have brought a bundle. I will say one thing is that bundles are definitely one of my favorite additions. They're just so useful. Genuinely, I have like 8 of them. But so far, I have almost 5 stacks of wood. So I'm hoping that will be enough. 60. Okay, good. That's for 6. If I was about to be like, am I just gonna get 10 out of all that? Wow. Hmm. Now, let's try moving it down. I like it, but I mean, kind of like, just the application, but I don't know. It just feels almost unnecessary. I tried putting bookshelf. I did not know you could place them like that. What do you know? Uh, hmm. Okay, that looks a little better in my opinion. And hey, what if I also used trapdoors to kind of seemingly contain them, I guess. Yeah, except... Yeah, that's not too bad. Well, obviously I might change it later, but, it could be worse. What if I did, oh, what if I tried something like this? Again, I think it would probably look better if there was, like, glowstone or something, and I do have glowstone dust somewhere. Maybe if I get rid of the top one, or, like, top side of it all, it might look more, or I guess just, like, more natural, or more, I don't know how to describe it, just more better. Yeah, we're going with that, more better. But it would kind of be like a little torch situation. You know what? I'll nip that. Just for now. As far as light goes. How does this look? Hmm. Hey, that's pretty neat. Hey, I kind of like that. Might change it later, of course, to glowstone, as I've said like 3 times now, but I kind of like that. Hey, look at me. Finally doing an interior. Believe it or not, I have not done many of those. So I'm taking this as a win. Alright, that is pretty neat. Yeah. Of course, there's a light up there, and yeah, I like that. And then I'll also try to add a bit more like green and stuff because I love green, like greenery and stuff. In all reality, well, you'd never guess what my favorite color is, but I can't say no to some good plants and all that. Like that's not gonna stay there. I just slapped it in here because it was the only place I could really think of. In fact, I might move it into the attic for now, or even just up here, but yeah, I think I'll just move it into the attic. Hold on. Alright, it's up here now, and it's growing already. Wow, netherwort goes fast. Now, let's see if I can add some extra things to spruce that up. Oopsies. Oops again. Come on! See, I am very professional. I know exactly what I'm doing at all times. Oh, come on. Okay, this one's flawed for a few reasons. One, considering the door ain't really asymmetrical, it doesn't feel right. Two, it's too big for my liking. See, let's try cutting it in half. Let's see what happens if it's just above the door. I guess you could say it's more fitting, but then again, let me look outside. Hold on, let me actually compare what it looks like between the night and the day. Who knows, maybe the darker might make it feel more. You know, it would be nice if like light obviously won't through here anymore. But I'm stubborn and won't get shaders or anything. But, you know. Also, not to mention this one is higher than the rest. So I suppose I could have used it to my advantage. You know, let's see what happens out here. And if need be. Yeah, that's why it's like that. See, because on the outside it looks symmetrical. But on the inside, give me a sec. Obviously it doesn't. No, I'll probably just put something here. Does it kind of distract? Oh my god. How did I miss that chance, that opportunity? I mean, it does work a bit more, to be honest. Now, some other things can be changed. For example, I'm probably going to add something more around here as well. To sort of distract from that fact that, well, just looks odd. As for these windows, let's take a look, because I like windows. I mean, I picked this location because, you know, I like the snow. I like windows. Let's see. Just getting a good look on the outside because I don't want to tarnish this beautiful exterior. My compliments for it will not end because I genuinely love it. Now, let's go back inside. Obviously I can put something there, but for now there will be nothing. I could close off this one, but I won't because, well, I like it. Makes it feel nice and open. As with these full windows, which I did, well, kind of ask for. Alright, so this is what I got going. Just a few lanterns. I will sprinkle some more in here and there, kind of, to help it feel a bit more full, but I think I like the concept. I'm gonna have a really high one up here, actually. I don't have to worry about it looking too weird, I don't think, because of everything else around it. Oh, no. Okay, that one's gone, but... yeah. Let me just get another shovel. This one I had a backup. Haha. We can add some stuff here, too. Little benches or whatever. Not like, you know, literal functional ones. Maybe, if it looks good. And I do like my crafting tables. You know what? Maybe that's what this interior is missing. Hold on. I think that this interior needs another crafting table. Now, of course, that just looks weird. I don't like that. Too organized. And normally I like that, but this is Minecraft. So far, I think I've made some great progress. I added a few more lanterns. It was like, well, I know that one's new for sure, and I added that one along with that one just to help light up the place more. I added, there's all these little plant things. I've added these littler ones too, these little ones, to help add some extra decoration, I suppose. I've also added these little tables as well to help bring the place together a bit more, hopefully. Just to have a bit more stuff, and I think I'm going to add something here. And try to move these chests. But I think for now, I'm doing alright. I'll have these chests moved, and then I'll try to think of something to do upstairs. I'm gonna go for a different vibe. Maybe I'll have like a bookshelf here or something. Just give it a different feel compared to the first one. Considering it also has a lighter color up here on the walls. There's the attic. As I mentioned, I don't really have many plans for that at the moment. So for the time being, it's just gonna be that enchanting table and that nether wart farm, which I might actually use to my advantage. Might move it over a bit. Actually, that is exactly what I'm going to do. I like that idea. So let's just, I think it'll be around here. And here, and these. And let's add this one back, actually. It doesn't look too bad. I think with some trapdoors around, it wouldn't look bad at all. Then I can say it's intentional. I might just add a pillar right here. Just of logs. Hold on. So I added a little pillar here, and I might. I suppose that'd make more sense in the attic rather than, you know, my living room. Not my living room, my bedroom. Yeah, I could see it kind of happening. I'd, again, probably use, I think this is dark oak. Actually, yeah, that's dark oak. And so I could use dark oak and or spruce logs to do the same thing here to give it, I guess, I suppose a bit more structure. And you know what? I'll add trapdoors. Trapdoors and shelves. That's my ticket to making something look a bit better. Huh. Well, it kind of worked. But there's that idea. I don't really know where I'd actually have like the legit bed placed. I've been thinking about here. I'm gonna just finish this. And around here, and then be of course the whole bed frame around it. I just gotta think about how I want that made. Now, this is what I got so far, and I know it's nothing really too exciting, and I don't really know how to feel with it. It looks, well, less like a bed frame, more like a mini house, which can be cute, but it's not really what I'm looking for. So I think what I'm gonna do is get rid of those little top shelves up there and uh, maybe replace them with slabs if need be. Okay, so I tried moving it down to make it look a little better, the roof. I'm still not a big of a fan of how it looks at all, really. I might just redo the roof entirely because I don't know, it just doesn't look right. Looks too disproportionate, I guess. Again, this is supposed to be a bed frame, really. But, well, doesn't really fit what I want it to be. So let's see what I can do. Okay, so I just about completely reworked it and got rid of the whole roof thing entirely. But this I might like a bit more than I do like more than the previous one. I don't know if I'll keep it like this, of course. I might change it in a future episode, but for now, I mean I like it. It looks all right. So that's just what we're gonna stick with for now. Okay. So far, I did this. I moved all my stuff in here. Did this entire interior. And then up here, I made my bed frame. Added that pillar and no. And then up here, I moved my enchantment table and nether wart farm. I still got some other things I need to do, like my wheat and potato farm over there. I need to move, and some other things too to make it pretty this whole place up. But for now, that is some pretty solid progress. I'm pretty happy with with what I've got. So I think I will wrap it up for this episode, actually. Let me move over here. If you liked what you saw, I want to say thanks for watching. This is my first time actually doing this kind of thing by myself, actually. So if I mumbled a bit, I do apologize. And I hope to do more in the near future and work more on my base and in this world. I really look forward to it. I also plan on getting myself more pants. Yeah, so that's just about it. Goodbye, everyone.